Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to today's diploma ceremony. On behalf of ICEUR, I would like to thank you, to thank everyone for joining us, especially our graduates. We are particularly honored by the presence of Mr. Mühlmann, representing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. Today, we celebrate not only academic achievement, but also the beginning of an exciting new chapter for our graduates. You have worked very hard to reach this milestone, and you can be very proud of what you have accomplished. Before we proceed with the ceremony, it is my pleasure to hand over to Professor Heinrich, who will address us with a few opening remarks. Professor Heinrich, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, also from my side. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for our recent course. It's a working day, and we all know the difficulties involved. And we all know the difficult situation in the Ukraine. But since this since this ceremony is recorded, you will be supplied with the record. Now I have the honor to directly hand over to Envoy Mühlmann of the Austrian Foreign Ministry. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I understand that you're all over the globe. And let me start by thanking you all for taking the effort to participate in such academic work. I think we all experience at the moment very turbulent times. We see parameters, we see principles and that we all believed in shading away. We see the world that we knew or we believed to knew over the last couple of decades basically to evaporate. And I think it is very, very good that we still have people who try to understand what is happening and then basically trying to shape also our future. Because I would say it is no option just to lean back and wait and see, but it's all our duty to help shaping the world the way we want. For us as the Austrian Foreign Ministry, it is extremely important to have an international rules-based order. You will hear that from our minister, from our chancellor, everywhere. As a small country, we don't want to be eaten by the big. And we would like to really work hard to come back to what we had before, a rules-based order based on the Charter of the United Nations. And we count on you to help understand better what is happening and also make your contribution. And in particular, referring to the colleagues that are sitting in Kyiv now or in Ukraine. I understand a couple of them are also joining today. I mean, of course, the Zeitenwende, as it was put by by the German Chancellor Scholz, started on 24th of February 2022. We are now approaching the 4th anniversary of this illegal, brutal war of aggression by Russia against Ukraine. And I would like to use the opportunity also to commend you in Ukraine for your resilience and for your willingness to stand against this aggression. And I know that you're living through very, very difficult times with attacks on the energy infrastructure. And even more, I admire you that you can participate in this academic work. Conclude with one remark about Professor Heinrich. I think you're in very good hands with him. I can tell you that I myself was a student of his. long time ago, and I benefited very much from his vast experience. And as I said, I think you're in very good hands. And with that, I hand over back to, I don't know, who will take the floor next?
Take the floor, with your kind permission. Well, thank you for the compliments. I feel very proud to have, in inverted commas, produced such successful students. You were one of the most successful disciples of our university lectures. You've just completed the ICEUR School course, Regional Impact of the New World Order. And you learned that the New World Order is no mere buzzword. It is a network of interdependent variables. I was responsible mainly for the tool, the software tool we recommended. And therefore, I would like to stress that what we hope to achieve with this course, you hopefully learned to think probabilistically. You learn to move beyond binary thinking, beyond predictions or mere predictions. You ask what happens or what doesn't happen, under which conditions, with which likelihood, through which mechanisms, and with what feedback loop. This is, incidentally, the mindset that distinguishes observers from prophets, if you will. But let me be clear, knowledge alone is insufficient. As has been underlined by Envoy Mühlmann, we're entering something like a chaotic world. At least it seems to be chaotic. There's strategic competition, technological acceleration. There's institutional stress, especially on democratic institutions. And the globe as such is also faced with not only economic, but also ecological crisis. So some of you will enter into government or are already working in government. Some will go into research. Some will work in civil society. Some will go into business, and some into international organizations. What we see is that the world is reorganizing. Regions are recalibrated or are recalibrating themselves. Institutions, at least this is what we hope, are adapting.